What's going on, everyone? Charlie here. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning so far. I wanted to talk about GameStop a little bit more and the origins, or go way back when it first became public back in 2002. Found something very interesting that just deepens this rabbit hole even further, so bear with me here. Put your tinfoil hat on for a second. So this begins on February 12th of 2002. We had an article come out. It's on GameStop's website that says February 12th, 2002. Today, GameStop announced that the initial public offering of 18.55 million shares of Class A common stock was priced at $18. The stock traded for the first time on February 13th under the symbol GME that we all know and love so much. And they say that they also have granted the underwriters an over allotment option to acquire an additional 2.7 million shares at the initial public offering price. Now, the underwriters, and what an underwriter is in equity markets, they administer public issuance and distribution of securities in the form of common or preferred stock from a corporation or other issuing body. Perhaps the most prominent role of an equity underwriter is in the IPO process. So if we take a look at who the underwriters were for GameStop when they first became public, Salomon Smith Barney. They're the book running manager and also an underwriter. And if you look at the rest of them, UBS, SunTrust, and William Blair, they're also part underwriters as well. Now, Salomon Brothers Inc. was an American multinational bulge bracket investment bank headquartered in New York. It was one of the 5 largest investment banking enterprises in the United States and the most profitable firm on Wall Street during the 1980s and 1990s. Its CEO and chairman at the time, John Gutfreund, was nicknamed the King of Wall Street. Now, UBS, another underwriter for this IPO process, as of September 2019, the largest institutional shareholders of UBS are Chase Nominees Ltd., DTC, and then we see in parentheses Seed & Co. I left that little Easter egg there for those of you with wrinkles. And then we have Nortrust Nominees Ltd. So this is where it gets interesting, y'all. So if we look at Salomon Brothers history, okay, Salomon Brothers Incorporated was created in 1910. They became Salomon Incorporated in 1981. They were acquired by Travelers Group in 1998, which is effectively Citicorp, which is basically Citigroup. So Salomon did the underwriting for GameStop. At the time, in 2002, this was like right after the Salomon Brothers name was abandoned, mind you. So because in 2003, their name was abandoned after a series of financial scandals involving treasury bond scandals that, of course, they only had to pay like a fine of $100 million or so to get out of. Now, when I keep looking, check this out. Salomon and the 9/11 attacks. So Salomon Brothers and the September 11th attacks, right? At the time of the attacks, Salomon Barney was by far the largest tenant in World Trade Center Building 7, occupying 1.2 million square feet, or 64% of the building, which included floors 28 through 45, or the better part of the upwards portion of the building, because I think the building extended to 46 floors, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So he had the topmost part of the building. So that's interesting in and of itself. So when you take a look at this and you look at the pictures from back during the day, I mean, how deep does this rabbit hole go? So you're telling me the underwriter of GameStop, the primary underwriter of GameStop that is now Citigroup, Salomon Brothers at the time was the largest tenant of World Trade Center 7 that fell supposedly due to fire. But yet, when you look at the pictures and all the discrepancies, you see anomalies like, broken glass before things start to fall. And guess who owns all these buildings with this broken glass? Salomon. Is this for real? Is this for real? There was no casualties in Building 7, by the way. Interesting stuff. We all know about Building 1, Eagle Tech. Remember, Nancy Comastar, I think is her name. Lucy Comastar, sorry, pointed that out in a Super Strong AMA. But I mean, good Lord. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Well, one way to find out. Keep digging.